European football is just around the corner. I'm excited. I'm sure you are too. But it's that time of the year again where I want to hear your predictions on who you think will finish in the top 8, comfortably going through to the last 16 and then beyond into the quarterfinals. And then who will finish between, say, 9th and 16th, where they have to play that additional fixture in February. That's part 1. And then in part 2, who do you think, once getting through that initial league phase, who will ultimately win the entire competition and why? I'll go through mine and who I think might cause some upsets. We do have on screen at the moment the winning percentages of each team. And I do think prior to the start of the season, Aston Villa, with the way they finished last season and some of the players that they have, like Morgan Rogers, for example, Ollie Watkins, they've managed to keep Kamara. They've got an all-round really solid squad. And I think a lot of people would have suggested that they were favourites for the competition, but they've played 4 games this season and they are still yet to score a goal. So not sure if it's alarm bells ringing just yet, or maybe they need a different composition to kick-start their season. So a bit of a tough one when it comes to Aston Villa, and we certainly can't write off Roma either, a regular in this competition. Again, real rounded, solid squad. So I think between Villa, Roma, Forest, Lille, always pushing in France against the likes of PSG and Marseille, and more recently featured in the Champions League. Lyon, I'm not too sure about because they went through some financial difficulties recently and lost a whole bunch of players. Beyond that, I would say maybe Porto. They've always had a really good team and often feature in the Champions League as well. And I'm sure some of you down in the comments below will correct me or maybe even suggest some other teams that might surprise one or two of us. So as I said, who do you see qualifying in that initial 8? And then for the additional game, 9 to 16. And lastly, and ultimately, who do you think will win the Champions League overall? I do genuinely believe that the top 3 clubs mentioned on screen, Aston Villa, Roma and Forest, will be there towards the end of the season. And I'm going to go with Aston Villa. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below.